if a woman allows him
To pay her. My respect
then
for
he
her
don't
different.
have respect for her.
So should the question be: is she still considered a queen if she's selling pussy?
No. How?
Do you agree? You disagree?
How?
I think a queen is a queen no matter what she does. A king is a
I
king
agree.
no matter what he does.
I agree.
But at the same time,
I agree.
At the same time, you have to look at that sex thing as part of the workforce in the work history because it is a lot of people's
It's
jobs.
a workforce.
It's millions and millions of people's jobs.
It's definitely revenue there.
To sell sex, to make sex movies, and to do all kinds of things.
They got Pornhub, right? It's
and
revenue
they get money for what they do. Now, you cannot mix your personal feelings with somebody that you planning to pay some money to.
No.
Because you got to look at it as business.
Absolutely.
Like as a business transaction.
But you respect everybody as people, right?
Mm-hmm.
You respect everybody as people no matter what their hobby is.
I got you.
So in my eyes, she's still considered a queen.
Yes, she is.
And I'm gonna piggyback off of Auntie Mula. She said you gotta respect everybody, right? You gotta respect everybody.
Should.
Regardless, listen.
Regardless of their occupation.
After one time, it's a story. One time after, I could say I respect the people that sell pussy now. I didn't always respect it. Let me tell you why. Because one time, when I was really young, I had tricked my last $300. I didn't really want to do it. But after I tricked
$300?
Man, I only had $300 on me. After I tricked her, I robbed it for her back though. See, I was on some bullshit, you know what I mean? So I didn't always respect it. But now y'all my queens, and you know what I mean. And
so let me ask you this: it might be a little personal.
Are
you still carrying
$300
in getting young ladies in private areas?
No, that was just at one point in time. You know, when I was young and horny, just trying to hit every and anything. But
no, I get it. I just think it's rules and energy to everything. It's the way you do everything.
Energy is everything.
Yeah, it's the way you do everything.
Energy
I'm a man, so you know me. Don't make me feel like a trick.
Huh?
Like even though you know, listen.
Like see, this shit is really psychological.
Run
that back. He said, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said, don't make me feel like a trick.
Wait. Even
that's the assassination of it. That you assassinate my character, like I can't get you without no money.
Fast 6 out. Even if you know that's what y'all going to be doing, like. A trick is when you go get the money and you get tricked whatever way you want to trick. Yeah. So even if you know you going to trick somebody, you want that person to act like they've been knowing you for a year. And
you want them to go in fantasy land and shit. Like what you want?
No, people are. I always say human. We human. Treat me like a human. Even though I'm getting ready to get disgusting.
So I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna act like I'm that type of woman. I'm gonna meet you for the first time, and we made a deal that you're gonna give me some money. This is how I would handle it. Hello, how are you? Where's the money?
That's crazy.
Look,
I'm gonna be offended already. I ain't even
okay, but this is what I'm supposed to do.
That ain't how that go.
And rub you and stuff like what?
You know the approach gonna be from the guy anyway, because he gonna already know your word.
So he's supposed to come up and say, "Here's your money."
No, he gonna slide up on you and say, "What's happening? What you doing?" What's that?
I thought y'all already had a pre-plan.
Ain't no agreement. You gotta get to the agreement. Say you call and be like, "I want to go to dinner." Like, what we going to dinner for? What is we going to dinner for? You just want to be out, or do you want some real private Q&A? You want to talk? You want to learn about me? We can stay on the phone because I did 15 years in prison. I got hell of a phone conversation. I'm handsome. I'm everything that I can get something for free.
Oh,
so when I pay you, if you put me in a situation where I got to pay you and I know like I'm a ticket or I'm somebody's, you know what I mean, come up, why you ain't gonna treat me with a little respect?
I understand that you broke it down a little bit more. I understand that.
That's all.
No.
Yeah, but it's still a psychological thing. When you come down to the nitty gritty, it's still.
If your homie saw you, all right, let me
a perception or whatever, how you want to put it.
Let me change you to a guy. Just for instance, say every time your man sees you, he asks you for $50. How many times you gonna give him the $50?
One time, that's my man.
Every day though, he asks you for $50.
I'm telling you, go get a fucking job.
That's what the trick do once you pay her. Every time she see you, she.
I believe no. Every time you want some pussy.
Bean.
Yeah, I need them. Yeah, it's an operation. It's a business. The money is the motor. If without no money, it ain't no trick.
That's what I'm trying to. If I don't got no money, we ain't even got no rat.
All right, then you ain't tricking then. So it ain't even for you.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I could really squash that narrative quick by just taking my money out of the picture. Because I don't really need you to get a girl.
We can squash the narrative.
I was doing you a favor because I had to help you.
Period.
Because in time of need.
To my knowledge, neither one of you guys are tricks.
No.
Oh, you was when you
I don't trick no more.
When I was a young boy,
I used to trick.
Okay, so before we run out of time,
we had to learn stuff.
What kind of advice and what kind of rules? Okay, I'm gonna tell you the rules that I was taught coming up for the young people in the streets, the young thugs and the hustlers and all that kind of stuff. No babies, no women.
Oh, that's
no
when they
children.
get activated. That's different. That's different when they activate.
It's 2022. All the young boys got babies. All the young boys.
I'm not telling them.
No, not that.
He's
saying she's saying no violence.
See,
like
before you came up,
yeah.
When we were in the streets getting money, it was rules and regulations. In 2022, there isn't any. I'm very aware of that.
Well, the respect, respect is frowned upon. See, once you respect your brother, you'll know how to treat him. Like, he going through the same struggle. How much more money you got than him if you're in the same hood as him? If you walk out your house and you see him, how much more he got than you? What? So why not group up with those people and get that bread together, regardless of which direction y'all go in? I'm not saying, like, I'm not a fraud, and like, I'm not gonna get up here and be like, niggas don't hustle, don't do this, don't do that. Y'all should stop doing that. You gotta survive. This is a wilderness. This is the creme de la creme of life.
Ukraine don't have anything on what we've been going through.
No. A nigga will pray beside you and shoot you, wrap, shroud you, and go to your funeral. This is the lives we living in. We got people that'll come in your house, meet your mother, call her mom, and kill you. Like, this is ultra dangerous only because we forget to love our brothers and sisters. I'm not going to shoot at no kids because I love kids. I'm not shooting at nobody's mother because my mother was dead at 13. I'm not taking, I know what that feel like. Why would I operate under that kind of pressure? The pressure ain't for us. Like, what am I running in your house taking from you for? When you going to do the same thing I'm doing. You're going to go to the club, you're going to buy some change, you're going to get a Rolex, you're going to get a nice car, and then you're going to get hit up. And then the cycle repeats itself. Because once you a taker, you always got to be watching for people to get took. So what you operating like that for? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people sugarcoat and be pussyfooting around all this shit, man. That real shit. It starts in our homes. I tell you that. If every person that buy a phone for a kid, kick yourself in the ass. You did that. Whatever information he took. Why you don't want to go to school? You know why? Because he can Google everything.
You got to be a bit more specific. Talking about the person that buys a phone for an 8-year-old or a 9-year-old or 10-year-old. No.
It doesn't matter. No. You dictate what go on in your house. You the one pay for everything.
You're right.
The kids don't pay for nothing until they're 18.
Everything is earned. When I said that because at 10 and 8, they getting cell phones now, which I believe they shouldn't have cell phones at that age. Because the parents don't want to be bothered. They want to be lazy. They don't want to. They don't want to be bothered. I'm gonna take my phone. That's a form of neglect, I believe.
How do you give a phone to a kid to get a haircut? I'm a barber. To an extent. They give a kid a phone to get a haircut. So if his head down, how can I cut him?
You can't.
You know what I want to touch on about before I lose this thought?
Come on.
And I want to speak to these young people because it's men and women that have their children. the family members, the aunts, the uncles, the girlfriends, stop calling these little children fresh, bad, and talking bad to them, especially where they can hear you. I'm saying this because if you got a 3-year-old that's twerking, she don't actually know the movement she's making is the movements that's a gesture to a sexual act. She only know what she's seeing. She only know what she's taught. She don't know that moving around can cause her a baby in 10 years from that time.
No doubt.
So that kind of stuff should be monitored and shouldn't be put in front of children, because then they get talked about, they get ridiculed, ridiculed by different people. They get called names and this and that, and they just children. Let our children be children. That's piggybacking off of them getting them phones at the age of 8, and on TikTok they seeing everything the adults are seeing. They don't have no senses.
Yeah,
So if your kid is on TikTok, your kid is seeing everything that goes on in TikTok, and everybody knows what goes on in TikTok.
Yeah.
So stop abusing these kids and beating these kids because you allowed them to spend 8 to 10 hours a day watching something, and then they start repeating what they watch. That's what I wanted to touch on. Also, stop keeping these babies from their families, young ladies and men, because you're mad at the parent or the other parent. That's not right. You're hurting a child in the end.
Yeah, you're only gonna do what you taught, though.
Yes.
If they mother did it to somebody, then they gonna do it to you.
So my whole thing, I think just coming from a standpoint as an adult, as a parent, father, mother, the whole thing is we as adults need to be more accountable, more responsible for children at all times,
Whether they ours or not.
and don't make no excuse. Oh, this not my child. No, if it's a child right there, attend to that child till you see an adult that's supervising the child.
That's what the hood used to be.
And that's what
We
we're
gotta
going to
bring that back.
We're going to bring
See,
that
we
back.
used to could play king ball and that all in the street. See, they all know nothing about that stuff.
We need
The
to bring
Kookaloo, the
rope back,
double dutch
Jacob's
and all that.
ladder.
See, we used to be able to could just get busy in the streets all day and didn't have to worry about that. Now, if you look at kids, like you don't see no real like whole lot of movement around when they get out of school because
It's nothingness.
We about to be in a point where
Bro,
we can't
it's
come outside.
nothingness. It's nothingness.
So
when they come out the door, it's nothingness.
Come outside.
No, but empty lots.
I'm telling
it's
you,
nothingness.
they catering to you now. They DoorDash. They give you everything to the point where they about to tell you just stay in the house.
Facts.
What's the point of standing on the corner when they got cameras? How you gonna be operating outside the lines of the law if they got cameras everywhere?
Everywhere.
Tell me that. And then they pinging your phone. So how you gonna be busting moves on your phone like can't track you where you was at? And then all they need is somebody to tell that you call them on that phone. Now they on your phone.
And if we being technical, he right.
Like
100% right.
It's just you have to team up. I don't know who gonna be your team because you gotta pick your team.
No, you need somebody that's on the same page as you. Y'all need to all be on the same page.
But you gotta be. You can't.
You gotta handpick
You know
them.
what the gangster is? You know what the gangsters thing you can tell anybody is you don't agree with him. If your man run up on the block and be like, "Yo, man, they just did this to me. Come on, we going down." It take more men to be like, "I ain't going down there," than going.
Yeah.
Cause you might go down there and get off a shot. He didn't kill you. Again, what I told you before, hardest charge to ever beat is conspiracy. So you never shot this man. You get ready to do a lifetime for him. Why? And then the rules tell you don't tell. You ain't even kill him.
Yeah.
So you fighting demons every time you get ready to go to trial. So it's like it's a no-win situation when you operating outside the round of the law, and not to mention if you don't pick. If you choose your friends, I'm gonna say it again. You choose your friends.
And that's why for the young boy that's listening, it's so important that you don't jump in that car.
Yeah.
Or you don't put that gun in your on
ain't
your
worth
waist
it.
because
It ain't worth it.
your man right there and you think
It ain't worth
you want to prove something to him.
No.
You know what I mean?
Also, communicate with your friends. A lot of guys get into something on one part of town, come on the other side of town. Don't nobody know what's going
And
on.
you don't say nothing.
And they don't say nothing, but they blending in because they know they didn't just got a lick or
You
did
gotta
something.
be honest with me. That's what I'm saying. About
But no,
friends.
like you said, you gotta pick your friends.
Yeah.
And if you get some friends that just run up on you out of nowhere, where you been? What's up with you? Where you come from? Question your friends. Because
throw water on them.
yeah, like that phony money. You know it's phony if you throw that water on it.
Yes, no, you right. I was just ready to say that. A lot of times, you know, the youngest, don't be so afraid to tell your man you're going through something. Because if you don't tell your man you're going through something, it could be his life is taken and not yours.
Yeah.
So care about your brother. It goes back to that. Care about the person that's standing next to you.
Let's get back. I am my brother's keeper.
That too. All that. First, we got to start showing these mothers some love. They taking big responsibilities. They are guarded with raising our men because the fathers are either dead or in jail. Now, you know, man, we gotta help them. That's why they don't know how to not get a kid the phone or not, because they need breaks. I get it. You know, when you're dealing with another life, it's hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta figure out, or as a group, and figure out how we can give them a rest. See, we gotta figure out how we can take back these recreational centers, this space, or at least just the space where we could give the mothers a break, so they don't have to always. If they ain't in daycare, they gotta pay for it. They gotta pay for it. Everything they gotta be organized in an organized way. Pay for it's just where the parent in that. Yet by the time your kid get home, he sleep. What you teaching him? All he been talking to is other people in the computer. Who is he talking to? He's not talking to you.
Social skills. That's part of my mission statement that I have for the thing.
Yeah.
We about to close out. I want to give a special shout out to Dr. Jonathan. You know that name? Dr. Jonathan. He has Fathership Foundation. 65th and Chester Avenue. He got a lot of wonderful things going on for the community. He's trying to help anyone that's trying to create their own group that need a 501c. He's fantastic. He's dynamite. He's my new friend, and I just want to give a special shout out to him. Anybody want to give any special shouts out before we close out? Co-host and with the plan on the side, we got engineer Rob Epstine on the camera, engineer.
Yeah.
I'll black you.
Nah, I really I thank y'all for calling me out. Like I always was reluctant and scared to do this type of stuff, but I said I was gonna take a shot tonight, and I really appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. We
Especially
appreciate
the youth,
you.
right? The youth, right? This energy
you.
right
Thank
here
you.
to the right. Oh my God!
It's always special when I'm in the building. They know.
We got a lot of. I love the youth though. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I love the kids. Hey,
I love the kids too.
I got 11 nieces and nephews that I gave shahada to. Like, I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We need more of you though.
Yeah.
It's not enough of you.
Yeah.
It's more him. Everybody spread it out. What people need to learn to do is come together.
That's it.
We ain't gonna get nowhere until
That's
we
it.
come together.
That's it.
In numbers, we don't even have to say nothing. We just gotta come together and stay together, and that's it.
And that start with me. Especially with me and my young ones. I always try and bring them together.
Just connect.
24/7.
Yo, and you could come to 216 South 52nd Street. Come get haircuts. I'm in there, and I could if you got to get cleaned up for interviews or anything, or you need me for anything, holla at Dollar Bill. Like, that's all you got to do.
You gotta get mine.
Yeah,
Doing
like,
the same thing.
anything y'all doing, like anything this podcast is growing to, and they're in a situation where they need me to cut hair on the strength, get some youth some haircuts, because I'm about to start working in Bartram too. I'm trying to work in Bartram so I can work with the kids. Grab me about 15 kids so I could just try to get them something different to look at, stuff like that.
Oh, that's great.
Before we go, though, I definitely want to get shout out to Rob and Em the plan for playing their role tonight in this. And definitely Dollar Bill, Stizzy, everybody that was on the show.
Yeah,
Make sure y'all tap into to Apple Music, Spotify, Fatso 60. New music coming soon.
Yeah.
I know what it is. Big Arctic.